That's crazy. What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games B.S, part of Den Media Group, presented by MFTKFoundation.com. MFTKFoundation.com is the website that basically does all the different things for a nonprofit. Got a lot of events, a lot of things going on right now. We're in the thick of 7-on-7 season, and I am tired as hell. Like, if you want to go check out, we should be putting up that content. I got so much content that I really don't know what the fuck to do with it. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, it's a lot. I think I just sent you the little bit. I only sent you the videos from like Chris's stuff is still not. I got to get him to bring it down and reload it. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with that, but I got to get, like, Chris got some really good. I guess you can use too good of a camera. Like, I don't know. Like, well, I guess the price is like I have the stream thing I stream games with. It takes 10 gigabytes of data to stream a game live with a 4K camera. I get 100 every month. They use 150 on the weekend.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know how I'm gonna pay for this. I gotta go call them and tell them that I gotta tell them that what I needed to do, it did not do, and what do I need to pay for it to do what I needed to do. And like, it's just crazy. But like, but if you go to my social media, go to at MFTK 7v7, you'll get a chance to see some of the things that we've got going on. Did it big in Miami. Loved it. Got guys going to schools, getting offers. Raised a lot of fuss. Battle Miami is where you do it at. We did it last year with Domo. Domo came back. Domo was there. We might have a couple kids from Domo on MFTK. If Domo's not around, like, they're under the impression that Domo is no more, or I don't really know how it's working, man. MFT is just beef, apparently. I'm not addressing it anymore. We had like a good little Facebook Live. And the cool thing about going on Facebook Live and addressing things is that you get it straight from the source. Don't need to make up anything. Just ask me the question. And it was fun. But Battle Miami, we had a whole movement. I don't know what Jaden put up, but I was down there from Thursday through Sunday. I definitely drove back on Sunday. Yeah, he definitely did post. Let me see. Do we have anything about? We don't. We don't have anything about. So, all right, Miles, go to my Twitter. Go to my Twitter so we can just show the people the good things, or it's on our IG. Not anything about 7-on-7 from Twitter. But or IG. Bryce B5 did B5 things. We had a young man, Mike do some good stuff. A whole bunch of guys did great things. But I just spelled that. That was going to be bad. We had a quarterback did okay. Our defense, we had the number one safety I'm just gonna go like number one safety and oh shoot, I forgot all about the call. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Big game James underscore 36. But oh, you got the stuff up. But we'll just let some of the things kind of speak for themselves, and too we'll talk about some of the other stuff I got going on. Roll it down. Oh, not that one, Miles. That's my is underscore 36. Actually, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Don't even worry about that. Scroll up. Nah, no, go ahead, scroll all the way up. That's fine. It should be on there. The one you can click on. All right, you can click on that one right there. This is just shout out to my guys. This is the content that you guys can get if you want to know the behind the scenes of what it's like to build a seven on seven from scratch. Me talking about our 15U white DBs. Yes, good. The 15U almost won the championship. Like they got to the championship game and we just ran out of gas. They said that was muted, Miles. Um, but you can go to the next thing as well. Nah, that's it. That's me sharing Pat McAfee. That's me enjoying the. Damn, did I not have another one? Maybe I didn't. That's Trey. We could put that. Look at Trey, the man cub. He looks thin right there, man. He did it with the bucket cap on the whole time playing linebacker. Like, got the battle cleats. Went to the battle mansion. Trey got cleats. He got gloves. He gets treated like he's a battle sponsored athlete. Our kids swagged out though. All the uniforms are here, there were some people who complained. They were like, "Why is only the national team get to go to the battle house? Everybody else gets treated like." The quote was, "Why does the other team get treated like stepchildren?" And I'm like, "My man's like they asked for one team to come to the battle house, and that team is the one that pays most of the bills to keep everything down, and like you get the exact same shit." Like they literally get the exact same thing. No team gets more than the other. Actually, that's a lie. The the one team they do get three jerseys. They get three sets of jerseys. But yeah, man, it was fun to watch him compete. And the only thing I didn't like is that I didn't get a chance to really see my son as much as I wanted to the last couple games because we had 140 people come to Miami. We were deep, 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 deep. Had a good time, competed. A lot of kids got a chance to learn exactly where they stood and where they were at in regards to that. And this was me right here hanging out with the national team. For those who don't know, I asked a good question for those who like watch the show. There's certain guy on social media, Twitter. I want you to hear this. I'm not gonna do. I'm not hiding. I'm not backing down anymore. I'm not gonna be meek in 2026. I refuse. I've been too meek, I think. But this is going to be my social media profile for 2026. I will take a picture like this at every tournament with a big smile on my face. Right there on the ground is Reggie Peterson. His son probably would be the number one linebacker in the class of 2028 out of North Carolina. Beast. Ryan was there getting active. And the guy, the jeans and the cowboy hat, that's one of the guys who was part of Rare Breeds. Rare Breeds was who Bryson played for. Rare Breeds is one of the best, foremost youth sports organizations in the Atlanta metro area. I found out about Bryson before I knew about Bryson from a guy by a notable tweeter who said that FSU should hire him because he'd get everybody in Georgia because of his connections with Rare Breeds from out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. I asked these people if they knew this young man. They said, who? You ever ask somebody like if they know somebody and like it's like really cool? Like you're like, you can't wait to like, you have hope that they do know this guy. And they're like, nah, man, who's that? We don't know who that is. I have no idea who that guy is. And I was like, damn, y'all don't know my guy Stacks? His last name's Stacks. Y'all don't know him? And they was like, nah, we don't know that man. We ain't never heard that man before. And I was like, damn. I just knew they was going to know my guy. But, shit happens. But now, but outside of that, man, you got, but I bet you they won't ever say that they don't know Big Game. Well, they may not know Big Game, they know James. But James is my name. It's my actual government name. But it was cool. They were dope. They helped us have the number. We had a guy last name Nash, type corner, committed to Alabama, cold as hell. We had a guy from Erie, Pennsylvania. We had a guy from Colby King from Alabama. We had CJ. I think it's it's Barner, Casey Barner from the number one safety in 2028. We had shout out to my guys from Tallahassee that came through. That's got people mad because basically nephew and them came through. The tally boy, we'll have more tally boys on the Houston roster. Bottom line is, as I tell people, I don't hate. If I go to bed hating on another man, I don't pray. I don't really do a lot of those different things. All I know is this: if I go to bed hating on another man, I pray to God I don't wake up. And I know a lot of people do not, cannot say that same prayer. We had a little movement, a lot of shaking. A lot of people liked it. We had some sauce. And we didn't win, but we left with something. And that's all that matters, man, at the end of the day. I had a blast. We had a blast, and hopefully we'll continue to grow. And this organization will be my baby, and we'll continue to have fun. So, yeah. But this is how this stuff gets paid for, to do all the cool things, and we've never had more people interested in trying to be a part of this. So hopefully this kind of comes in and people start to want to come to Florida State. Mike Norvell was in was in Jacksonville. I had no idea. Found out on social media like everybody else. Guy has the biggest. Like, I think he was at Mandarin. Hold on, I think. Hold on. Let me see if I can call my guy. He's on the board, Andre. Jim from North Carolina's on the board. He talked to Ernie. His dad hit me up and had very, very good things to say about Ernie Sims as a recruiter. So I was appreciative of that. I know you guys, people were concerned. Hey, did Mike come see Bryson today?
He did.
Okay, I had just heard that he was in town. I found out on social media that he was that they was flying the helicopters. So
yeah, he was from there. He said he only talked to all the schools that came by with quarterback coaches. Actually,
wait a minute.
Mike Norvell.
Oh, Mike's the only head coach that came, so they blew the head coach visit early. But cool. No, I was just curious, making sure he came by. I know he came. I know he went to UC. If you go to UC, you might as well come to Mandarin. The tight end that hasn't played it down in high school ball from Bartram transferred there, and then
Connor Wynn transferred to UC.
Yeah, and then Julius, is that his name? The D tackle?
Oh, Jadarius.
No, it wasn't Jadarius. It was the 27. They have a 27 D tackle. But he plays baseball too. But yeah, so I guess they did something. Hopefully they know that. It would have been I would have saw. I would have went down. Well, no, I ain't had time to see him today anyway. I had a meeting about my baseball, about my golf tournament. So anyway, I was just curious seeing if they came by or if they was gonna try to come by another day. But
I did call you because Cam is talking.
Who?
Yeah, Cam Newton had a really rough weekend. So much so that he's willing to do about anything to make it work.
Whoa! I mean,
Cam Newton has the one thing that we don't have:
an OT7 invite and money, and a lot more money.
So I don't know. He's supposed to give me his OT7 schedule. Basically take over his team. Our roster is better than his. I don't think he's got his spot. So I'll see what he pitches and see, but he legit like we probably got 12 players better than what you got.
Well, one thing we got is Cat. We got the tab talent acquisition business. That's crazy. We getting it. Now I can see why people don't. I can see why people don't like us. Okay, well that's dope. Like keep me posted on that one. Then. Damn.
Well, I mean, I low key had the same conversation with Duaso. Because again, he has a spot and his roster ain't good either. Like our roster is better than both their rosters. His would be an issue because
Damn, this is why we need. Well, you can take me off mute. This is why we need Jaden. Am I still on mute or no? Oh, damn. Am I too good at picturing shit? Like, cause I might have. Damn. Oh, I thought Rashad was hitting me up. All right. Well, all right, cool. On that note, y'all heard that news. What are we talking about? Florida State. Let's go to Florida State. Florida State news. So y'all know more about my organization than I do at the same time. That's awesome, man. Like that lets you know when you did good. There's something you're gonna hear. With some of the things you hear, man, is good dope. Good dope sells itself. That's all you got to know. You ain't got to shit on nobody if you do it right, if you do it the right way. So, yeah. So
you already know what time.
Oh, my bad. That we didn't even pray. My bad.
Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Nobody. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Y'all heard that, man. You motherfuckers better thank God. But but God had meant for what man made for the evil, God meant for good. That's all I can say. We got a new quarterback coming. We got all kinds of action. That's the key, is we got all kinds of action. Action? Oh, I wasn't even talking about that. I was actually talking about a new quarterback for 7-on-7. But speaking of which, Florida State got a new quarterback commit for this class, junior college transfer, Malachi Marshall. A lot of fans, we gotta go, we got this and blah, 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 loud noises. I'm so mad. No, we need somebody that's dog. Did y'all not watch the national championship? Right. You got, what's my dude name? He looks like the dude from Modern Family at quarterback, 2-star. The year before that, Miami had a no-star. We got the guy that should have beat Miami, played at Ferris Bueller State. The guy that, it's just all of this shit, man. Nothing at all. Like, look at the top quarterbacks every year, and the one thing we know is that none of them are good. And they're gonna all go somewhere else. But then you have this young man, Malachi Marshall, going the Cam Newton route, winning national championships in JUCO, balling. Yes, he's a little petite. He's slight of build like Slim Reaper, but the man can gun it. And we have to always go to what we should know, and that is the film. Can we find film on this young man? Let's watch it as a family and then discuss, then say, hey, do we want this or do we not? Because personally, I believe what I saw earlier today or earlier last week, he wasn't that bad. Yeah, my guy Crow, got really mad quick, a little too quick. But let's look at what we got. Yeah, I hate that Huddle does that. And y'all forgive, if y'all hear joy from children, it's my nephew is free. He's free from the oppressive regime of his parents. He's in the anarchy of the Coleman household. Like, we just do random wild man shit here. It is just all with no estrogen. 6'2", 170. He probably can get to about 180, 190. Okay, he's moving the pocket, looking to throw, and he chunks it. Every kid makes that throw now. That throw was dangerous a couple years ago. Okay. Oh. He gets rid of the ball quick. He's throwing guys open. Yeah, y'all was mad at this guy? Nah, his motion right there, just, maybe lead him a little bit more on that one. Uh-oh, we're in the red zone. Florida State doesn't score when they're in the red zone. Holy shit, he attacks the middle of the field. Oh my God. I thought that was illegal in the South. Man. He get rid of the ball quick, across the middle, dog. Like, man, what is there not to like? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me why were y'all just hating because somebody said y'all should hate at this juncture? Or was it really just we just mad at Mike, man? Like, If we just mad at Mike, I get it. I want to be mad too. Fuck that shit. Y'all want to be mad at Mike? Fuck Mike too. But at the end of the day, don't pull it out on this kid. Like this kid actually looks pretty damn good. You know, and if we got him for a coupon, God bless. The goal is to win games regardless of who it is. I represent and love the logo. It's not about Mike Norvell. It's about the logo being what the logo needs to be. So I love it. From what I saw was nice. And I'm not gonna be miserable just to be miserable. I don't dislike Mike enough like some of y'all do. And your dislike for Mike, your disdain for the brother ain't gonna change the numbers. Ooh, that's y'all want to know who? Y'all want to know?
Goodness, I can guess.
Y'all want to know who said that?
Oh my God!
In his sermon on the Mount called "Some People Hate." Jealousy is a weak emotion. You stronger than that. But
The logo got another win for the.
okay. 65, 63. We doing all of this stuff and nobody. Jaden, where you been at, dog? Like this. We haven't been on. The Twins committed, guys. The Twins came back. Y'all realize that, right? The Desir twins said that they're not going nowhere.
How happy are you?
I knew they were coming. They knew. What have I told y'all? Can somebody come and say Big Game is right?
Big Game, right?
Like the Desir twins are just going in there. Everybody's going into port. I was like, have y'all ever thought? Just saying. Have we ever taken a step back and just said, maybe none of them were ever leaving in the first place? And maybe it was a ploy to get more money. Maybe it was a ploy to get more clicks. Maybe it was something. I don't know. But the timing of when you hit it's kind of like free agency in the NFL. The best free agents go on the first 2 days. They already know where they're going. It's called a tampering period. So if somebody enters the portal a week into the portal, guys, it ain't really what you think it is. Or they were pushed out. Them boys wasn't going nowhere. Oh, shout out to Bud Elliott, man. Bud Elliott is the guy. Me and Bud Elliott have not always agreed on things. But you know what? Bud Elliott has never been a fucking douche or a hater to me when he sees me in real life. He comes up, daps me up. Like 2 years in a row, we've been at Battle Miami. And 2 years in a row, Bud sees me and makes sure he speaks. The cross-eyed dude didn't. And Florida's 247 beat reporter came up to me and talked to me about Knox, our quarterback, and whatnot. It just was fun, man. But anyway, I just want to bring that up about Bud Elliott. But a lot of these guys are just writing shit. And I'm not mad at it. You gotta get your clicks up, man. Get your bread. It's just like the Godfather. It makes no never mind to me how a man earns his business. But your business is a little risky for guys like me. Straight up G's don't do that. But let's go to a guy who just you ever see people who just never seem happy? I'm never satisfied, which is a problem of mine. Because as soon as I accomplish something, I may bask in it for a little bit, but then I'm already on to the next thing. And I admit that. But you know who probably has this same issue, but I don't think he's in the position to admit that?
Who's that?
Indiana's coach. This motherfucker is never happy.
He does look mad.
He looks mad. He's aggravated they won. at winning a natty. Like, look at that picture right there. That is his that is his happy face. He's out here with Phil Dunphy and a bunch of guys that know he does everything wrong. What they say is wrong with college football. What's wrong with college football? NIL is ruining college football. Kids are leaving small institutions and going to big institutions to chase the bag. And that's what's wrong with college football. Kids don't do it for the love anymore. There's no passion. It's only about a check. High school kids and mid-grade kids can't get recruited because they're just going in the transfer portal getting everybody. The kids don't listen because the kids get paid more than the coaches. It's unsustainable, damn it. It's unsustainable. There's no way that you can live in the transfer portal and win games. You must recruit high school kids. It has to be one way. It has to be one way because of Georgia. It has to be one way. It has to be one way because Nick Saban in Alabama. It has to be one way. It has to be one way because Mike Norvell is not doing well at it, is what the fan base says. Except for Cigarello. He comes in there. They say the kids are, the people are making complaints about the transfer portal is evil because it's leaving schools gutted without looking at the reason why the school is gutted because the coach left. The coach left and gutted the program that he left to take them to the school that he went to. See, Ole Miss, this man left James Madison in shambles. Took the best players that he got to make James Madison a top 25 team, and the only reason they could not play in the college football playoff is because they were still new to being in the FBS. He grabbed them and took them to podunk ass Indiana. Who has a benefactor in Mark Cuban, who says, I don't give a fuck how much money I spend, just spend it good. He could have been doing it, but what I'm saying is everything that people say is wrong about college football, they love about Indiana, and I can only think of it one reason, because he's the closest thing. We have the Nicholas Saban that we've had, and everybody loves an old white curmudgeon. And that's what he is. And the problem is that that's comfort. That's making America great again. That's what we used to have. All my life has been spent and the good teams from when I grew up were old white men that were curmudgeons, except for Bobby. He was an old white man that was happy about God and simple shit and Coke, peanuts and Coke. And just like, it's just like, if this were Mike Tomlin, you would say this is everything that's wrong with football. I don't even want to say that. If it was Lane Kiffin, anything hip, anything that would have been cool, you would say that this is what's wrong with this generation. But what it shows is, in America, I've said this all the time, and people think it's crazy when I say it. Sometimes I just got to put a white person on it. You don't like it, but it's the truth. I used to say when I had my gym, I needed a white woman in the front as my front desk manager to make people comfortable. Not just white people, black people too. It's just, I'm sorry, it just can't. I'm one of the few people, I had a gym with none of them. That's why I get mad about shit like gelato. All the white people I put on and nobody tells me about the white cool things. You only tell me about the white shit I can't afford to do, like skiing and stuff. But you don't tell me about gelato. I know y'all knew about gelato before gelato became cool. But you do all the things that are wrong with college football that you guys say. We can literally go on right now. Hold on. I wonder what ChatGPT said. What is wrong with college football? And I bet you Indiana is it. But everybody loves Indiana. What is wrong with college football? NIL with no guardrails. You got a billionaire that used to own an NBA team. The transfer portal is free agency without contracts. Well, he took all the free agents from his school. Hypocrisy from leadership. Coaches preach culture, loyalty, development over money, then vote for the next check or complain when players do exactly what they taught them. Hey, this is what ChatGPT, I'm saying, this is ChatGPT. What are the things wrong with college football? The middle class is disappearing. Stars get paid. Walk-ons still grind, but the 80% in the middle, I don't know about that part. High school football collateral damage. I don't really know like any of that. None of that shit. Maybe I don't know. Ooh, now you want to know what ChatGPT says, though. College football didn't break because players got paid. It broke because the adults refused to build a system that matches reality. My ChatGPT takes on the personality of the person. Like, it actually asked me if I wanted it to be more blunt and in your face. When I type and when I'm doing like different things, I'm asking for Instagram stories. It asked me now, dude, I wanted to have a big game tone. Like, I am terrified. The T1000s are going to destroy Trey and Kai's great grandkids, but I'm going to be good and dead by then, so I don't care. Oh man, everything that's wrong with college football is Indiana, except for you got to put an old white man on it. It's just an old angry white man that's mad. I don't like. He's never happy. But the cool thing about it is he's arrogant and he's got some sauce. He said, I win. Wherever I go, I win. That's his recruiting pitch. That man went up to Indiana, and I just want you guys to understand, Indiana has not won a championship probably since we were in chains. Indiana, there is nothing there. There is nothing exciting. I want people to realize the South. I want you to realize what we're going through. They say football is a microcosm of society. This looking real similar to the Great Migration and shit that happened when once blacks got freed from the South. NIL happened, blacks got free to get paid, and they went north. That's where they went. I don't believe me. What the fuck has been happening in the last few years? Like, yo, have you been to Indiana? Indiana, I got a good friend whose family is over the University Christian Athletic Association, right? Clay Hamlin is from Indiana. Everybody in Indiana was Notre Dame fans until Indiana started winning. They're like, if it ain't basketball, nobody gave a shit about Indiana. It's cornfields and death because it's cold right now. You're going on an official visit to Indiana in negative 10 degrees, but it's not cold like that during the season, but it's cold like that in the off season. It's depressing for a Florida boy. But like, you give me enough bread, I guess I'll do a couple years in Serbia, like to get right. Yeah, man. They came in and beat the fuck out of Miami too. In Miami, Miami. Miami had two big plays that basically broke the game open. But there was at no point where Indiana was not in control of this game. And if you listen to Big Game, again, another situation where you can say that Big Game was right. They're methodical. They do their thing. They just churn, and they wait till you make the mistake. They don't make mistakes. Mark Fletcher, big carry, very explosive. It was sexy, the run was. I was in a group chat with my coaches and they were talking about Dawson's in his bag. No, he wasn't. Dawson was not in the bag. Dawson is ass. He did absolutely nothing he didn't dial shit up. Malachi Tony is a man. Mark Fletcher is a man. Indiana's offense said, we're going to just churn this up. We're going to punch the bully in the face. Not like we're going to take the cheap shots. We're going to take I don't want to call it cheap shots. We're going to take the hits at the echo of the whistle. We're going to do these things. And you know what they showed? It was one of the most glorious moments that I've experienced watching football in quite some time. On the biggest stage against the University of Miami, Indiana proved that they were serious about football, and they had an offensive coordinator who reached in his bag and pulled out the greatest trick play ever invented in football and proved that they wanted to win. And do you know what you need to do if you want to win? You got to give the ball to the goddamn fullback. I knew they were going to win when the fullback scored. Game was over. It is a simple play that can only be ran by people who have huge nuts and don't give a fuck. And Indiana's running back. Well, can we scroll up so I can read his name? Like, we need to know in depth one has a name. I thought he had more yards than this. He ran the fuck out of that ball, Mr. Black. One thing I'll say is this. How are northern people with no sun so dark? It doesn't make any sense. It's a different type of black. Like African black, if you will. But Mr. Black was black and running that. They were just good. They bullied the bully. They didn't turn it over. They were like, and then they're running back, poor 24. Oh my God. He needs a hug, some uplifting. I hope they took him to Tootsie's because he needed to be consoled in a way that only a good pair of titties could do for you. They found this man. It just would not leave him alone. Is that number 24? Yeah. It's Jesus. That's a whammy. He's got a white surname and first name. He's Irish. It's like what they did was, it's like Philadelphia was like, up, okay, it's 3rd and 4. Where are we looking at? We're analyzing. So what we used to do is at Florida State back in the day, we used to, you point out the too high or you thumb down the corner. And that's basically where you're kind of going. You're trying to make reads and pre-snap reads. My man Philadelphia went to the line and said, oh, we need a big play. 24 is there. We know he cannot cover. That man was in the portal. He was in hell. Like, I started to call DCF because that was child abuse as much as they went at him over and over. It's kind of like, you remember in Gladiator, and your wife, she moaned like a whore after they ravaged her. over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's what they did to 24. They ravished him over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like this man, like I'm just like, in a coach. The coach just doesn't want to like say, hey man, maybe he needs some help. Maybe he needs some encouragement. And my guy Carson, what the fuck was that last throw? That was a fuck it. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. I know I'm getting paid. When I tell you, there is nobody more annoying or fun to watch football with more than Kai Coleman. He was intense.
For whatever reason.
He hates Miami with a passion. And I don't even know why. I don't want Miami to win, Dad. Hey, Dad really doesn't hate Miami. Dad likes we like Carson. We like this. We like such and such. He was cheering on 24's demise. It was, if 24 said, man, fuck them kids, and it was referring to my son, he has a point. Kids are horrible. My son was happy at the hell he was laughing at his pain.
Thank you. Do have a stat right here. That's right. It says this might be the best Indiana stat I've ever seen. The Hoosiers had as many wins over the AP top 10 teams this season, 6-0, as they had their entire history as a program coming into this season. 116 won. This is not only their best season of all time. This season equates to,
I told you,
all their
they haven't been good since slavery. Like Indiana football has like one random person every now and then that just makes you be like, oh, I remember him, Antoine Randall. Oh man, he had two last names. He was after Cordell Stewart. He was like a slash. Trying to remember other, like, what's notable Indiana players? I'm trying to, like, I know Antoine Randall. I'm pretty sure he went there. Notable. Let's see what they say. Like, my man never going to go back to Cal. Phil Dunphy's going to always go to Indiana. Wow. Okay, Trent Green. Did not know he went there. Like, not a phenomenal quarterback, but like pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
That was a pre-song, right?
Yeah, with KC. Do you know a Nate Sudafeld?
You made that up.
No, Nate Sudafeld, IU quarterback in the 2010s. Never heard of him before. I do remember. Okay, I do. Tevin Coleman played for the Falcons. He had a big year. He had one big year. He was there with I didn't know he went to Indiana. He was there with with my guy who the running back that we had at Florida State for the Devonta Freeman. He was there with Devonta Freeman at for the Falcons. I said that to him right there. Pete Fios, dominant two-way player in the 40s. Oh, we should all know this guy. George Taliaferro. We gotta get ready. I really want to do our black. What was the random black? Whatever we did. I do. It's two things I want to do. I do want to promote. No matter what y'all president says, Black history is American history, and I do want to celebrate. It's our month, damn it. I want to celebrate all 28 days. I want us doing something, but I don't want white people to feel left out. I want to do white Black history facts. So like we can come up something cool in white history, like like a person you never knew was white, like Bobby Caldwell. I had no idea I didn't find out Bobby Caldwell was white well into my years, and I thought Tiana Marie was like light skinned. I mean, she's the same complexion as my mom, and the way she sings, I mean, she has to be Black, but she's really white. But George Taliaferro, first Black player ever drafted by an NFL team, 1949. Anthony Thompson, two-time Big Ten MVP, Big Ten rushing leader, second in the Heisman voting in 1989. You were 1 year old, Miles, I believe, at that time. Yeah, so when you have to like really stretch back, like who are the greatest players of all time? Well, in 1989 we had a guy. Then you got gaps. Then the first Black player drafted came from our school. It was the same year Kappa Alpha Psi was founded, which Kappa Alpha Psi was founded at Indiana University. So the second Black frat. But now all of these guys, so that just means like one of the cool things to do would be like to get a group of kids to like find this is what I might do with Trey and his crew. We're going to find a school that has some money. And we're going to build that school up. No matter if Trey goes to Florida State, it doesn't matter how good he is. It is very difficult to be a top 10 player at Florida State because of the history and how many people have gone to Florida State. But imagine if he went to USF. Okay. There have been some good players at USF, but there ain't been no iconic players like that at USF. You had the defensive end George, I can't remember his name. You got the guy with Jason Pierre-Paul, but we know him more for blowing up his fingers. Auburn, they believe the SEC believes that they always have great people, but so I don't want to do that. But like we got to go somewhere where there's going to be a little bit. Marlon Mack was good, but like I'm just saying, like these are names that like you'll confuse him with Mark Morrison in the return of the Mac. Like go find a place that you could go build up and be one of the greatest players that have ever been there before. Like the stories. Like, do you know how much random mid crazy freaky vagina Fernandez Mendoza is going to get? Because in the Midwest, all the portly pilgrim princesses give you all four holes or whatever the thing is that everybody's saying right now. He's going to have a blast. He didn't go to college and they go to the pros. Like, he's not going to play pro for very long. Look at him. He's a cornball.
Just wins. But yeah, he's a cornball.
But like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a cornball.
Yeah. His name.
Russell Wilson's a cornball.
I was thinking about him, but I could only think of the word future.
Oh, you're trying to figure out his name. Sierra's husband is a cornball. Women love cornball. Like the cornball, you can go get you a good whore if you're a cornball, and you'll get all the tricks. You'll get if you're a real one, you'll benefit from all the tricks that she's learned in her trade. You just have to realize that she had to go through some things. That's what the new feminism movement teaches us. But whatever, The point is that Indiana is like all of these guys are going to be able to go to Indiana and do whatever they do in Indiana. I don't really know what's in Bloomington. I think it's Bloomington, Indiana, right?
I guess the Midwest is starting to feel themselves a little bit more. This is kind of all right.
I'm telling you, ever since they freed the student athletes, ever since they started paying them, the great migration north has happened. Ohio State won, and they're beating the Southern teams.
Yeah.
Where does this team rank all time? Nowhere. It's crazy because they got every stat that you could want. They went undefeated. They're 16-0. They're only tied to somebody in 1902. I forgot who it was. Like, it was some crazy stat where somebody went 16-0. But in 10 years, none of us will remember a player from this team.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Well, this is.
I know you remember the team, but you won't remember. There's not one guy who you wanted the jersey of.
Unless you're Cuban.
And, that's just a Spanish thing. Like, if Trey or Kai become good, every Panamanian grandmother is going to want is going to sacrifice their daughters for my sons.
That's true.
Like, Miami just didn't have anything to challenge them. Like, this is not a great national champion. They are a national champion. You can't take anything from them, but they are not going to be iconic. They are not the 03 Miami team.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, definitely.
They're not 2013 FSU. They're not LSU with Joe Burrow.
They'll be forever remembered just because of how bad the team was for so many years, like you said.
All right. Wait a minute. Ricky Williams said that Mendoza. I hope Tim Tebow asked Tim Tebow how to talk to girls. Yeah. Georgia Tech would be the school that I want my son to go to.
Definitely get a good education.
Get a good education. One in four graduates of Notre Dame is a millionaire. It's a hell of a flex. It's in Atlanta. Atlanta comes with a lot of interesting things, though. You don't know what you're getting. You have to check birth certificates. Personally, it's a real easy way to figure out, to not be confused. Just get with a girl who already has a kid. They've already figured it out. They know, the pipes work. They're connected the proper way. They're not folk. They're not folk pipes. Or she doesn't have a pipe, which is terrifying. But in Atlanta, they have those. But, like, that's wild. Anyway, this team's like, I enjoyed it because I enjoy football, but that was a boring team.
Yeah.
And that shtick's going to get old when they start getting their asses whooped. But right now, everybody likes the old curmudgeon coach. They're putting pressure on Deion now, man. They said if he can win this quick, what about Deion? Why is it taking Deion so long? Which I don't think is fair.
Yeah, that's not fair.
But we can go to the next thing.
Throughout his playing career, both Georgia and Miami, Carson Beck lost only 6 games. In 4 of those matchups, the final offensive snap was a Beck reception with a chance to win. The Athletic.
Yeah.
Hard guys. They keep track of every negative stat that they can make.
It doesn't matter what you do, man. Just stay off the internet, man, is what I tell kids. Talk at social media. Don't talk with social media.
I
I just man, it was different. You had to actually like people saw you and you have to deal with the conversation.
Right.
But like we were never meant or designed to be around this much of other people's opinions.
Yeah.
But it's yeah.
On to the stats, some of the Indiana stats. Yeah. Corners. D'Angelo Pons in the national championship game versus Miami. 1 catch allowed over 6 targets, 1 yard allowed, 4 forced incompletions, and 84.1 coverage. I don't.
Hold on. Hold on real quick. Go ahead. No, say that again.
D'Angelo Pons in the national championship game versus Miami allowed 1 catch over 6 targets, 1 yard allowed, 4 forced incompletions, 84.1 was his coverage grade.
Mm.
I was just like, what's the highest? Like a pretty perfect game.
I have no idea what the. I mean, like me neither. Like just, I mean, that's a lot of words to say. He's a cold ass mofo. Like.
Cards with Dane. That it's 2000. It's on him during the game. Did you watch a lot
He
of
was okay. He was good. I mean, he got a sack, if I remember correctly, and there was some things that he did. But yeah, yeah.
check. All right. It says another person accepted into the Senior Bowl, DB D'Angelo Pons.
That's what we was just talking about. I want to go to the Senior Bowl? It's what? No, I'm not gonna go. It's in Mobile. I had a blast.
Alabama?
Yeah, it was my first time ever going to Alabama, and I was terrified, but the blacks kept me good. It was cool. It was like it was fun. Like it's the real South.
Yeah, it is. Down east.
Like it made me realize like Florida's not anything close.
Yeah, nah.
And the only thing in Georgia I've ever been to is Atlanta. And like I like all the women were well, you know what? That's not true. South Carolina's like that. When I was in Charleston, every woman was built like the stereotypes. There, like big chest, big bottom, like 5'8", 5'8", 5'9", long torso and legs at the same time. You don't know how it works, but like, and Bonnet looked like they could cook, sew, and bake, and like they would like really comfort you. And that's what they were like in Mobile. It was amazing. It's good. But it's like it's the thing Harris Tweet Teeter or something like that. But like it but yeah, that's kind of what it's like. But they have a good time at the Senior Bowl. They treat them very, very well. It's a big thing for the city. It's like, yeah. But what?
Indiana transfer QB Alberto Mendoza has
Little brother.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
I figured he will. You know what? Who wants to follow in their little brother, their older brother's shadow? It's craziness.
Oh. Right on. College football news. Duke is suing QB Darian Mensah, who entered the transfer portal last Friday, claiming that he reached a multi-year NIL contract that ends December 31st, 2026 per Portico. The school seeks an injunction and restraining order in Durham County, North Carolina Superior Court to effectively block Mensah from leaving the Devils and joining a program. Starts to get with all these contracts.
Let's talk business. One, this is why I tell people stop signing these 360 deals and get great representation. Starting early. Like, and if you're gonna take a large sum of money, understand what comes with taking that large sum of money. Duke paid this man a lot. And Duke got what was something that they have never gotten. I don't think they've gotten one since 1989, since Steve Spurrier did it in an ACC championship. But you knew how many years you signed this deal, and what was fought by O'Bannon and the people like me before you was to secure your rights so that you aren't owned. So for you to sell your rights, realize you're selling it to be owned. So you have to abide by the things that they know. Now, what happened was he's been propositioned by certain schools that, and I don't think people understand what it sounds like when you're on the outside looking in, which is also why I talk about it for what it is. If I were a billionaire, I would own people. You are looking at the commodities trade. This young man sold himself over, indentured servant, to the Duke Blue Devil, to Duke University, and wanted to have wanted to have himself bought to be put on another type of field by the University of Miami, allegedly. they figured he's worth the buyout of his NIL rights, as well as paying him future earnings. Which the rumor was is that I guess they would be owed $6 million, and that he was worth paying whatever it was that he wanted to pay if it were going to be able to net them similar results in which they just got from a Carson Beck. Either way, you are seeing something that makes absolutely no sense. Stop selling your booty and then getting mad and then trying to sell it to somebody else. This is pimping at its finest. If you've watched one of the greatest movies that never won an Academy Award, but it should have won the Academy Award for the greatest movie ever made, The Mac, you saw a lot of women saying like and you saw this thing where the lady leaves Mr. Pretty Tony to come to Goldie. And what Duke essentially did, but they won, is they told Mario and them, you're not a pimp. You're a car thief. You're a rest haven for hoes. The hoe you got right now out there hotter than a firecracker. And what they said was with the injunction, bitch, come here. That's the whole scene, damn, if you guys don't know. Like, it's a phenomenal scene. Now, what Miami's going to try to do with their lawyers is they're going to come and say, Mr. Pittitoni, we both know the game. Your bitch chose me. Now, we can handle this like some gentlemen, or we can get into some gangster shit. And then they're going to say, what's that one I get? How much did I give you the other day? You gave me 15. I gave you 15. What about the other 25? That's 25. What about this? What about that? It's 15 plus 25 plus 5. Motherfucker, can you buy that? I have no idea what any of that means. But this is what we're seeing in real time. And while I am super pro player, I am also pro capitalism, and capitalism needs to win right here. The market needs to dictate the terms, and we need judges to be able to come in and fix these things. And that's what's going to happen right now. You've got a young man who has, if Darren Heitner is his attorney, it says a lot. So for me, I would teach my sons, or any of the kids that I'm around, that it costs, if we're going to make $4 million a year, let's make $4 million a year where we're at. But I'm never telling somebody this. I'm never going to advise my family to sign their rights over. Like, you can borrow them, and it's a year to, and I'm never signing more than a year-to-year contract. And just none of this makes sense. But yeah. But that's crazy. He looks like a demon right there.
He does look like the devil.
Man, click on that. There's no way that's real. There's no way that's a real. No, I'm saying, like, I want to see the on 3 blown up. Like the tweet. Like, is that really on 3? No, that's really on 3. He really said that. No, I mean, it's what I just said.
Yeah.
But it's literally what's funny is he's making my argument without realizing that he's making the argument. Ever since they got the student athlete got their rights, their name, image, and light. I do. They got like. I mean, I respect to Coach Saban, but you got to again write it down and read it out loud. You're saying that there's no reason a boy from the South would want to go to the North unless they's getting paid more. Unless if they didn't have the rights to their name, they would never leave the good old South. That boy, look at what was Samuel L. Jackson's name in Django. Oh. Look at him, he likes it here. He'd never leave here. Mr. Johnny loves it here. He's smiling. He's been around the family for all these years. And when you can't control people, you have to justify every reason why you no longer have the control. Is that a nigga on an ad?
Actually, they had the advantage or money made things kind of even.
I mean, yeah, but again, they wouldn't hire certain people in the South, so they migrate. Again, history is amazing, guys. I promise you, when you really look at history, it all repeats itself and it makes sense. When the people weren't getting paid and didn't get jobs in the South, they migrated to the North. They settled in industrial cities. It's just no more industries, no more steel cities. They just settle in college towns that pay them six figures to play football. You can't blame people for going to get money. You cannot teach somebody for 18 years. It's not 18 years. For 13 years, kindergarten through 12th grade, that what makes America exceptional is capitalism, and then get mad that they participate in capitalism. You're mad because basically y'all cheated. The money has always been in sports. The difference is you got to dictate it and kind of cap it, and you knew that the boy didn't want to go north because his mama wouldn't be able to afford to see him, and you would just give him enough money to keep him poor. That's what the bag man did. Now this is new money. And you know what? Mama can fly. I got enough money to fly my mama to me every week. I'm not saying he's wrong for the way that he thinks about it. What I'm saying is, so what? Yeah. Spend the money. They bought you, they paid for your house so that you could buy a new house. They gave you oodles and oodles of money. And then you walked away when you could no longer control people. I've never seen somebody be such an advocate for civil rights so begrudgingly. Then when the dude died and he was forced to go and march in his penny loafers because the whites were going crazy. It's hilarious to see these people talk this kind of stuff.
Moving on to we gotta go. Sorry, yes, Bills this out. Took a big L to the Broncos. That's right here. Happening.
No, I was clearing up, putting out fires and stuff, but it looks like a good game. Both Cephas and Knicks got hurt, right?
Yeah.
All right. Can we Champ 998 contract is a contract until it's not a contract. There's no such thing as an iron. I hate when people say that, like people don't break contracts every day. If you quit your job, you broke your contract. Period. If you go find another job, you broke your contract. Indiana's coach broke their contract from James Madison. Nobody says it's a contract as a contract when the coach leaves. So I don't want to hear that shit when players do it. But I do want to see him get it. I still want to see them enforce that stuff. So let's stop that. All of us have broken a contract. If you're divorced, you broke one of the most ironclad contracts that they have. Just so people know. Now, it is did you see what Pat McAfee know?
No, what happened?
They called Dan Orlowski all the way out. They say he is so hard on Lamar Jackson.
Oh.
But he has absolutely nothing to say when Josh Allen does this. Josh Allen 0-7 in overtime, but just has a career of being barely good enough in situations where he is considered one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Well, he is considered better than Bo Nix. I can tell you that much. Head-to-head to Bo Nix, he lost. Now, I went on a Spaces with Bills fans where they talked about advanced analytics. They talked about how much better he was. They called the Denver Broncos a fake soft team. They said they hadn't played anybody. They said the Jaguars beating the Broncos was not impressive because of advanced analytics. This is why nobody listens to you nerds. What's the advanced analytic now?
Right.
What stat matters more? And Keon Coleman didn't cause you guys to lose. You lost because you didn't fucking play Keon Coleman. Every game whether Keon made a catch or not, every game Keon, like when they pulled him, they went on a losing streak. They brought him back, they won.
Did you see what the owner said?
I saw what the owner said. That's insane.
I know.
That is insane to say that.
Dog, this is why they don't let y'all speak, y'all.
This is why people, again, you could probably be a really good person. You probably do have some friends that are minorities. But this is why people think some of you guys are racist. Just a little bit, just a smidget. Not a lot of bit, just a little bit. Because you say shit like this and you like say it with a straight face. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying, like, what was that necessary?
Not even at all.
It's not going to help you honor your contract, as people say. It's not going to help you get out of the contract. If you cut him, you still got to pay him. But, like, why would you, like, if you don't think he's any good, why would you just why would you destroy his trade value?
What type of leadership?
Like, why would I want to play for you when it goes bad? You just sit there and throw me under the bus. Second-year player.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
All right, we can get the next gen stats right here. Bo Nix is Josh Allen on the passing charts. It says deep passes, 20 plus air yards. Nix is 3 for 4, 84 yards and 2 touchdowns. Allen was 0 for 9. I mean, golly.
Like, it's just crazy when they be just saying that shit like that, man. You want to know something I'm noticing? Like, something that just has nothing to do, non-sports related. One of the craziest moments in the movie Sinners. I think it went over a lot of people's head. There's a vampire literally sucking the life out of people. Killing people, right? And by the mere mention that he might be racist disgusted him. I am it's like I'm the devil. I am a demon hell spawn. You think I'm like them? Like, he was offended.
He was.
Like, that's when you know, like, it's kind of like an ally. Like, he's just like, yeah, I'm here to kill you, but whoa, wait, whoa. Yeah, like exactly. Like, yo, hey, like when are we gonna find the old curmudgeons like that? The mere mention that they might be like affiliated with somebody who's an idiot. They're gonna be like, whoa, hold up. No, yeah, I hate people. I don't hate them. I don't hate them people. I hate all people. Like that's what I want to be when I get older. To my dad's defense, I don't think he's racist at all. One is a power contract. I don't even think he's a bigot. I just think he hates all people to some extent. He's if anything, he's the only ist he is consistent. But like, when are owners gonna be like that? Like, it would be cool. All right, you threw Keon under the bus, but then like you get like a white DB and you throw him under the bus. Like, you know, just like, you know, like you're mad. I'm like Josh Allen. Yeah, he's my quarterback, but I'm sick of this shit. This motherfucker thinks he's Lamar Jackson, can't throw the ball. If I wanted a colored quarterback, I'd get one. I got a white because I thought they were smart and cerebral. Didn't want them running around throwing the ball. This ain't backyard football. It's just wild. Actually, you know what? I feel like I'm being a bit harsh. I want to watch the I want to watch. Do we have the video of what he said? Yeah, like maybe I'm being over the top. While we're doing that, we're looking at the shot chart here. Josh Allen, 25 for 39, 283 yards, three touchdowns, two interceptions. His two interceptions are where they're not supposed to be. I want everybody to pay attention to the shot chart. Where are almost all of his incompletions at? They are beyond 20 yards because the NFL is not played down there. The NFL is played behind the line of scrimmage to 5 yards down. That is the way the game is played. That is just it for then, now, and always be like that. But we got the video. This is man. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they're definitely freezing on that. That's a cold second. Yeah, I don't hear anything myself. Damn, Reggie's pop a beer while you're reading that. On my fourth beer, every time I pop, man, it is really not. It's bad, but it's nowhere near as bad as y'all make it. Like FSU, nobody. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're not the laughing stock. Nobody's thinking about FSU. I think we're just thinking people care about us. Mm. Might want to find it on Twitter.
I'll address.
Damn, Derek Plas committed to Auburn. Breaking news: just hit the transfer portal, all the way already at Auburn University. I'm out of the University of Miami. Vandy and Indy winning, and we just took their place. It's sickening. Nobody. I mean, nobody is thinking about Florida State. Well, don't worry about it. On to the next. Yo, come on, man. Because it's not like you're knocking on my door while I'm not recording. Jesus Christ. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Why is the door closed and why is it locked? So why would you knock on the door? Your eyes are sleepy and heavy. That means you need to go get you some rest, man. Is Lita still out there? Okay. All right. Anyways, where are we at?
Seahawks.
Yeah. Seahawks whooped their behind. And nothing else to it. Nothing else to it. It's the shit. Shit, doesn't even matter. San Francisco clearly did not score a lot of points. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that got out of hand quick. Mm. Mm. Well, Patriots gonna. I mean, Pop. Shout out to Pop Douglas, Mandarin. You. Yeah, we can just go on to the next thing. Bump that. Very rough patch. My boy posted a fat kid with light skinned kid with braids that's a quarterback at recess, and I guess it literally mirrored the interception call for CJ Stroud. All right, that's wild. Shout out to Rashad Knight.
Rams and Bears.
No, I think I was traveling when this game was being played. It's crazy. A first year coach took Caleb Williams to the second round of the playoffs. Excuse me. So I think Sean McVay is just a good coach, man. The Seahawks defense plays like they could. I think The biggest thing is the Rams, or can the Rams score? If Matthew Stafford wins, yeah, he's definitely. I mean, Matthew Stafford's going to the Hall of Fame, and they'll talk about the trade.
Yeah. Oh, putting cayenne pepper in their spots to stay warm again. According to I don't know.
That seems dangerous.
Right, like you're in there all day with the sweat and crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna smell. I don't want to smell seasoned. That's something I never really want.
Who gave him?
I don't know. Somebody probably said that those things, but you know, all it's hand warmers. There's greaseless Vaseline that's terribly dangerous, by the way, because it clogs up your pores.
Oh,
So that's what keeps your internal temperature hot.
but
Yeah, so like it's like you could die. You could definitely die. But you know, it's funny.
oh, that,
What does it say?
okay, I'm gonna take that one. Playoffs. It's gonna be a long walk back to Gary. Can you turn on some Freddie Gibbs?
Freddie Gibbs.
I heard maybe sometime ago.
Does he? He's is he a Bears fan? Oh, Spready Freddy. That's always going to be one of the funniest. As always.
I don't pretend to
Yeah.
know. All right, got to play here. Caleb threw his game time touchdown pass to Cole Kmet from 26.5 yards behind. Oh, I did see 6.5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. No quarterback since 2016 had completed a pass from depth of more than. Bills are moving from head coach Sean McDermott after their loss in the divisional round to the Broncos, per the Insider. What do you think?
I think it's just a move. You feel like you can get somebody that can get you get you over the hump.
Bills owner Terry Pegula, right? Just
Yeah.
wide receiver Keon Coleman pick on the coaching staff and said Brandon Beane was being a team player and that Coleman wasn't at the top of Beane's list. Like, first of all, you want your GM so much team player that they pick someone they don't want. Is there like a connection between theirs that he's keeping up for him so much? Besides the pretty good.
If the coach did want Keon, like like, why would that be a problem? He's won a lot, right?
Right.
Like I mean, do we talk about every draft pick this bad? What in the world did we do as a function for all these dumbass stats? I don't know, man. This is why gatekeeping works. All right. It's wild, man.
Feel about Eric B.M.
I don't think he's yeah, I mean, I think he's a hell of a coach, so
All right, couple head coach starting with
he's he looks swole. Eric B. definitely does look like he's been snacking.
I was like, yeah, he gained weight. I didn't want to.
He gained weight. Definitely gained weight.
All right, breaking. Former Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel expected to become Chargers offensive coordinator. Oh, I don't like that. Barring a change of heart, sources firm Jeff Darlington and Adam Schefter. I think he's a good coach. I don't want to see.
Good offensive minded coach. Definitely that.
And that's what ESPN sources Dolphins are hiring former Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hartley as their head coach. Jeff Hafley. Hafley completed his second interview with the team today and new head coach.
Ew.
He looks even more petite.
Yeah, that's a terrible hire. I'm not terrible, it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't feel good.
Seemed kind of rushed.
Yeah.
Titans are set to hire former 49ers DC Robert Saleh as their new head coach via rap sheet Tom Pelissero and Mike Garofalo.
He kind of looks like the guy from 300.
For sure. And he doesn't have a
See me, I am kinder than the other rulers. They ask you to stand, and yet all I ask you to do is kneel. And Salah's going like this doesn't like they keep hiring the defensive minded coaches, and it just adds to the division, adds to the rivalry. Like whatchamacallit doesn't like him. Our coach with the Jags, they almost bumped.
Oh yeah, he said he wanted murder, like very aggressive on our coach.
Yeah, I mean, not in Jacksonville. Might want to wait till you get back to Nashville.
I'm figuring if I had to guess, your answer early to say, but
good coach.
No, I meant this comment right here. Quick feedback on the portal class retention. So wise one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Pete asked me today, like, hey, I asked him to be. He's gonna be Peter Warwick will be we'll have a college football Hall of Fame member. Like he's getting inducted this year. He will be the honorary chair of the MFTK first annual golf tournament. So he's like, JC, what we got going? What we looking like? That's all I can say. I hope good. Like, I mean, if the quarterback can complete more passes across the middle, Florida State will win, and not spot teams 10 points. Florida State will win a lot of games, and like that, I just like we lost, but like it wasn't anywhere near as bad or fatal as some of us make it seem. Like some of y'all sound like y'all want to just like walk in front of a school bus. Like it's just, I mean, they suck. I mean, and at its and losing is terrible, but it's never as bad as it seems.
Could have been more. Miami could.
Yeah, if Miami would have won, it would have been really, really bad. Like really bad. Like I was sitting there, the only thing I was thinking, I was like, damn, I really don't feel like hearing this shit. Like they haven't been back in quite some time. Like I don't want to hear, we're back. But side note, I was getting all my Super Bowl stuff ready, but you can't believe the Jags lost.
Man, I know. We could have definitely.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
We would have had to play the Patriots, actually.
Yeah. Oh.
That would have been tough. I want the Patriots to win.
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to play. I want to see Pop. Everything helps Mandarin. If we have another Mandarin you in the championship, it just helps us.
Oh, storyline. Oh, actually. What would be
We
the
have
best
two.
story for you?
Patriots. Pop and Terrell, two teammates. I'm going to ask Chris if I could do that so I could talk in my report about two teammates battling, separated by college to come back together and participate in their first ever Super Bowl together. And just, Demario Pop Douglas, what does it feel like to play with your childhood friend, Terrell Jennings? I don't know if they're childhood friends or not. I just know they both played in Mandarin. We would try to make it cool. No. And neither Penn State boy is at Penn State anymore. Mm-hmm. One's at Georgia Tech. The other one is at Arizona State now. They're getting bags.
I like it. Seahawks running back Zach Charbonnet tore his ACL per source. Zach Charbonnet suffered season-ending knee injury that will require surgery. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald said on Seattle Sports. McDonald called it a significant injury. Unfortunate, breaks your heart. He's going to need surgery, so he got a good. I don't know. Surgery, so he's got a good. I don't know. But just gave more room for Kenneth Walker to go off. I got tired of like Kenneth Walker was supposed to be your talent anyway, and y'all never gave. Onto our BS and busing? Or did you have
No, we're good. No, not at all. What are we eating?
went to Dave's Hot Chicken for the first time? Dave's Hot Chicken.
It's like the thing that Drake is an owner for, so I already don't like it.
Right. And that chicken.
Blow it up. It's probably like Nashville hot chicken.
Right.
It looks like a chicken. It's supposed to be like a slider.
Yes. I mean, here, bitch.
Mm-hmm. I've never had it before. It's one in the town center. It's where the Sprint store used to be.
Very classy. I like that.
Yeah. Well, so you get to choose. Yeah, if you want to like, because it does, the pickle cleanses the palate on each bite. So like, but some people don't like pickle.
Looks like they got coleslaw in there. I don't know. Do coleslaw?
I like coleslaw. I don't understand the coleslaw standard. It's not something I always want. But like if I get a hot dog with some baked beans and a little bit of coleslaw on it, like it actually gives me a cool texture. I'm trying to think any other aspect. I like I love KFC coleslaw, and you take the biscuit and you dip it in the coleslaw. It's just a really good treat. Outside of that, it's just not something I'll just be like, I got a hankering for coleslaw. But if coleslaw is there, I'm not gonna turn it down. I do like not mashed potatoes. I do like that too. But I do like potato salad. I am a good potato salad guy. You know what makes good? Louisa makes good potato salad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She hasn't made it in years though, but it's like
You have to like mayonnaise. People don't deal with.
I just don't understand the mayonnaise. Black people have lied to themselves. We literally have a universal joke. Who made the potato salad?
Right.
It is impossible to make potato salad without mayonnaise. And don't nobody want no and if you making mustard ass potato salad just with mustard, then you're the person whose potato salad they don't want to eat.
Right.
Like, now I'm just saying, like, now if you're just a heavy mayo and you're just like doing, that's wild. That's egregious. But like, you know, speaking of egregious, that's what this could be a BS or busting, right? Have you ever stole DoorDash before or stole like some food before? Like,
As a driver?
not, I mean, driver, regular person, is just there, and you're like, let me just, I don't know, I need a thrill in my life. Let me just take some shit.
Nah.
No, okay, that happened.
Someone walked by and stole your.
No, not mine. Somebody else's. And Miracle Whip is mayo. It is literally, it's just not, it's a sweet mayo. It's dressing. All of it is dress. If you like ranch dressing, I got news for you. It's all basically mayo. But anyways, going back to the thing. There was a group of people that were at a hotel. And the hotel informed me of this. They stole DoorDash. Now, you shouldn't steal, but if you stole something, right, would you like if you stole DoorDash and it was something you didn't like, would you just keep it?
I ain't putting it back.
But what I'm saying, what if you just go, because it's at a hotel, and DoorDash gets dropped? You just go back and say, hey, I picked up the wrong thing. I thought this was my DoorDash.
Okay, I can see that.
If you know it's something that you don't want. First off, there's a lot of violations here. Who orders salad on DoorDash? $160 worth of salad on DoorDash. It's a lot of fucking salad. And if you want to do what they do in the Breakfast Club, guess what race it is? Yes, it's exactly who you think it is. I already know what you're thinking. Who orders $160 worth of DoorDash? That being said, the person who picked it up, yes, if you want to play that game and maybe it's a little racist, you can guess what race that is, the guy who picked it up. But he's a big back. My man stole $160 worth of it's salad. I can't trust a man who steals $160 worth of salads. You're egregious. Who knows what you'll do in life? Like you slit bunnies' throats. That's what you do. Like, it's crazy. Like, when you look at all of those different things, but like, yeah. I like salad. I love salad.
If there's chicken in it.
Like, I like a good side salad when I go to a restaurant. I'm hungry. I'm not DoorDashing no fucking salad. And if I steal a DoorDash, I'm not stealing a DoorDash full of fucking salads. If I open the DoorDash up and I see salads, I'm going to be like, this is why God doesn't like me. God's punishing me for sinning. And now I gotta go and I gotta DoorDash. I have to, yeah.
Never steal again.
That's a good analogy. That's like a good lesson. Like, you stole DoorDash. Like,
all salads.
But just like anybody who steals it and saves it and doesn't give it back, who gets really angry over salad?
Right. What did you miss?
But my man's, the white people got mad. DoorDash refunded it, but they wanted their salads. They demanded justice. They got video. And it's wild.
Of the guy stealing their salad?
Yeah, just like pick it up. Like he didn't know it was salads until he got the salads. But the same thing is, it's a fucking salad. Yeah. Who's stealing salads, man?
I mean, who do you blame at that point?
The person stealing the salad. Well, one, it's kind of like a kid. One of our kids got his gloves stolen, but he brought like 20 pairs of gloves. Why are you bringing 20 pairs of gloves to a fucking trip with people you don't know? Like, you're asking for them to steal the shit from you. So people who order salads probably should be in trouble for DoorDashing $160 worth of salad. But that being said, if I ordered $160 worth of salad, then I really wanted salad. I'm a salad connoisseur at that point. So like, I don't know, man. The world's a weird place, but it's fun at the same time. We're going to war with Greenland. We're about to invade Greenland. What does Greenland have that we need? Maybe it's salads. I don't know, man. But on that note, man, I appreciate everybody for coming in with me on this Wednesday. We'll definitely do our show on Friday. A lot of wild stuff going on. Appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me, and we will see you guys next time.